Book lovers may have observed that the Prime Video series skips some of the events in the 3-episode opening of The Wheel of Time Season 3 and instead follows Ranjosha Stradowski on his perilous journey into the IL waste. There are several plot points that are mentioned by some of the characters before he chooses to go down this route. After the explosive Black Aja attack on the White Tower of Tar Valon in the Season 3 premiere, the Two Rivers gang is forced to part ways, even though they reunite in Falme at the end of Season 2. Lanfear's Natasha O'Keefe's deceptive bubble of evil reveals their need to fortify themselves even more. Rand's decision to travel to the Isle Waste, rather than their initial plan, to rescue the legendary Callandor in the Stone of Tyr, is an unintentional result of Lanfear and Moraine's Rosamund Pike cunning. In the Wheel of Time novels, what is Callandor? Callandor, as Matt Donald Finn enigmatically explains in The Old Tongue, is the sword that is not a sword. Not very useful, is it? A male Sa'angreal named Callandor can cleave balefire and takes the shape of a sword made of glass or crystal. In essence, a Sa'angreal is a rarer and more powerful form of an angreal, which is an item that lets its user channel more one power securely. Because it can only be used by male channelers, it is labeled as male. The absence of buffers, which is seen as Callandor's fatal defect, is what often makes a Sa'angreal safe. Because of this, a male channeler who utilizes it alone runs the risk of burning out and pulling too much of the one power, making him more prone to becoming insane. The absence of a buffer, however, might have been intentional in order to promote cooperation, because Callandor is safe to use if a male channeler joins with female channelers. Retrieving Callandor is a significant turning point in Rand's The Wheel of Time adventure, despite the fact that Ishamal is already dead, and that the epic confrontation between him and Rand at the Stone of Tyr will not occur. His ability to get past the wards and enter Callandor in the first place greatly contributes to the legitimacy of his identity as the Dragon Reborn, which he must repeatedly demonstrate throughout the book. This is hinted to in Season 3, when he establishes his identity as the Kara Karn during Ruidan's trial in the Isle Waste. Rand's development as a male channeler and the Dragon Reborn also depends on Callandor. Callandor is a crucial turning point in his development of an awareness of the risks posed by the One Power. Despite the fact that he ultimately prefers another Sa'angreal for the majority of the books, his concerns about the cumbersome Sa'angreal and the erratic quantity of one power he can access are among the reasons he stops using Callandor. He has a lot to learn from it, particularly in light of the widespread tendency for male channelers to go insane even in the absence of a Sa'angreal, much less one this potent. It is hard to imagine the show leaving Callandor completely, even though Prime Video's The Wheel of Time avoids this significant turning point in Rand's quest. Hopefully, they will return to the renowned sword that isn't a sword in upcoming seasons.